Welcome back, family. This is your boy D. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means Ed. I am definitely back with another one. You know, that CAPM. Everybody keep asking me about this CAPM and they're interested. By the way, the CAPM is changing. You might want to check out one of my videos regarding that. And by the way, you 70 to 80% of people that are watching these videos, thank you. But hit subscribe, hit the like button. Okay, let me get back. Let me get into my work and get to work. So, family, I want to talk about what are the advantages and the disadvantages of a CAPM. And again, I have an intelligent audience, so I'm not going to insult your intelligence, but I still need to articulate what the CAPM certification acronym means. So the CAPM stands for Certified Associate in Project Management. These credentials are normally provided, and they're always provided by PMI. Now, let's get into some advantages. I think I have about, let me see, five, maybe five, two to five. I'll see. Let's see how we feel and let's see how we can flush this out. So the advantages, I want to start good first because anytime you start on a good foot, you have no choice but to continue to win and move forward. It just sounded really good. Anyway, when you get to CAPM, advantage is it demonstrates the knowledge as well as the commitment that you made to your career. See, even though the CAPM is more of a basic or a I say 0 to 3 years of experience, it really does give you the framework. I mean, sometimes I get a little frustrated, again, because you know I love this thing called project management when people attack the CAPM like it's nothing, but because it is a hard test. It is a challenging test. It is a test that will allow you to see what you do know and what you don't know. But it does show your future employer that, hey, or your current employer that you are committed to project management and you're going to demonstrate your knowledge by taking the appropriate 23-hour of project management education hours and whatever else uh, comes with that. The next advantage is career advancement. I'll say this over and over again. If I'm looking at two project managers and one has a CAPM and one doesn't, um, it depends on if I'm looking. Now, again, let me set this caveat. If the project manager is experienced project manager, and when I say experienced, more than five and above, then I probably wouldn't look for a CAPM. But if I'm hiring for a project coordinator slash someone that can move into the project management role, then most definitely, if someone has the CAPM, that would be a resource I would go with because it projects that you are committed and that you're someone that you're building out your project management toolbox because every project manager has one as you're going through your career. So it's really a key foundation for you to go ahead and get the, as again, the advantage is career advancement. The second one is networking opportunities. I mean, it's one of those things where when you're a project manager, you could talk that project manager lingo, and it's like, and everyone else seems like an outsider. So it's a real unique thing. I don't know if you've ever been in a project management circle and I watch, and you're having these conversations. I remember one time I was having a conversation around project management. A friend of mine came up and was listening in, and after we got done talking, he was like, "What did y'all just talk about?" He said, "I heard something about a knowledge area. Like, what does project manager knowledge area? And what is a project management plan?" So it was a very it was very interesting because when you fall in love with project management, you end up becoming a nerd of it and really just embracing it, and it creates networking opportunities because you want to connect with like-minded people. Again, one thing about the PMI and their certifications, they're global. Let me repeat that again. They're global. This is why I'm so grateful that I found my passion and purpose in project management because of the fact it is global. I can go anywhere. I could go to Jamaica. Shout out to my Jamaicans. I can go to Spain. I can go anywhere in the world and it's recognized just as if I was in the States. So I really appreciate that the Project Management Institute went above and beyond in making sure that all of these certifications are global. Now, The pain. Here comes the pain. Here's some of the disadvantages if when you obtain your CAPM. You have limited scope. Most of the time that people who capture their CAPM, they normally have anywhere from zero, like I said, 0 to 3, some even times 0 to 5 years of experience, or um, they just wanted to go and get a better concept on the things that they're learning on the job. And so they still don't have a lot of experience. So they have a limited scope. And because they have a limited scope, sometimes that can get in the way of making better decisions for someone that has experience. Like I should say, that's more experienced as a project manager. Another thing is that um, a professional experience. So when you have professional experience as a project manager, it displays. I mean, and this is more geared towards the PMP because with the CAPM, you don't have to have all that experience in order to be able to take it. You just need what their requirements are, which is the project management accredited hours that you have to get before you can sit and pass the test, and you have to have the education that they require for you to before you can submit your application. So the professional experience is one of those things that because you don't have a lot of it, this is why it's a disadvantage to you. The cost. Um, the CAPM certification is going to cost you something. It's going to cost you your time and it's going to cost you your money. The time aspect is you studying and going through some project management training because, as I mentioned before, you have to have the hours in order to sit and take the actual CAPM exam. And for you to have the hours, you have to go through a approved, certified project management course. If it's not certified, basically by the PMI, it will not count towards the hours that you need in order to obtain the actual CAPM. So I just want you to keep that in mind, family, when you're going through everything as far as there's a cost associated with this. And again, it's your time and the financial aspects. And if you're willing to pay the cost, you can turn that actual disadvantage of what we identified as a disadvantage to advantage. I hope you will pay the cost because I promise you it will be worth it long term. And then the last and final thing, and I'll end with this, family, the maintenance. What do you mean maintenance? You talking about like cleaning? No, 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 no. The maintenance of keeping that certification. As I mentioned, there's a renewal cost. There's still another cost of time that's required of you, which is you have to have 15 hours over a 3-year life cycle of PDUs, again, which is professional development units. So you have to put in that time to make sure that you are getting this in time because you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to lose your certification because you got to think about all the time and effort and sweat and blood and tears that you put in order to capture this. So overall, family, I just want to let you know the CAPM is worth it. It does have its limitations, but you can, and I do repeat, you can turn those limitations into opportunities. This has been your boy ED, and this has been another Conscious Agility episode.